Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placement. Sorry about that. My mic. Anything you might need from me is down in the description box below, including a Wizio link to private readings. I just added a brand new one, actually. It's a soulmate reading, so if you're interested, it's specific to the Venus retrograde that we are currently in. So, yeah. I've got my Moonology deck here with me. I don't use this one very often, so this is what we are called to use. And then I've got two new decks. I'm only going to use one of them for this one, so you should come back for the next reading. Let's see what the other deck is. What is the overall energy for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Can I get one more card? Or give me two. That's okay as well. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Nothing will come of the situation. Void of course, moon. Which I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. So that's interesting. I don't even know what void of course moon is. I'm not as familiar with moon phases as I would really like to be. It's on my list of things to research and learn more about. You got Sag and Capricorn. So honestly, fire and earth. We've got action and more of like stability, groundedness. So maybe part of you really wants to move forward, but part of you really wants to build and create a foundation, maybe like specifically at home. Excuse me. I have an angel number deck. It was called out to me as I was looking at some of the stuff I have on my wish list, and yeah, I feel like this is going to be a nice addition to the readings. So can you tell me more about these cards? Can you tell me more about these cards? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, for some of you, you've gone through, you know, a cycle in terms of like a huge lesson. Cycles tend to have more than one lesson involved, in my opinion. But everybody's a little bit different. A singular lesson might be, you know, quick and over with pretty easily, but a cycle is something that is major and something that needs shifting. So, any messages? Okay, here we go. 10-10. It's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. 10-10 could be significant for you. Could be a number you see already or just a number in general. 777. Good luck. Ooh, I like this for you. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot in this one. This read's going to be good. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. So there's something about taking action, movement again, and then this like really good luck about to be rained down onto you. It's what I'm like kind of picturing. and the divine is intervening into your life. So if you don't feel like there's a presence with you, then maybe this is not your reading, but that presence, hopefully benevolent, is helping you out. I'm almost curious to know about this nothing will come of the situation. Like maybe this is for whatever the situation is involving. Can you tell me more with the tarot? Tell me more with the tarot. The world. Yes! As a first card, that's all about cycles, completion, success. There's too many, Spirit. Too many. But I really love the start we've got. Okay, cool. Page of Wands. You're an idea maker. That's what I just heard. You could also be a manifester in human design. That means you initiate ideas. You initiate things. King of Pentacles. Love to see that card always. You're somebody that potentially like should be in a space where you're leading groups or a group, or just like doing your own thing. Maybe it's freedom that you crave at this moment. Oh, Knight of Cups. Yeah, passion. When you're not overthinking, that's what I just heard as well. You're passionate when you're not overthinking. The Fool, Gemini. Okay. Being able to like leap forward even if there's uncertainty. Like nothing really stops you, or it's indicating nothing really should stop you. I like that for you because it's the sense of fearlessness, and that can be an energy that you can embody even if you don't feel like you're a fearless or courageous person. I get it a lot from people. People think I'm like very much fearless and brave and stuff, but I really just do things being scared out of my skull. So I'm not like devoid of fear or being afraid of something. I definitely am, but I don't let that stop me from going forward and doing the things that I really truly want to do. So can I have 2 more cards? Thank you. The Sun. Oh, the sun after the rain. One more card. One more card. That was an almost flipper. One more card. Thank you. The Four of Wands. Aries energy. We have Aries, we have Leo, we have Taurus, another Aries, like double Aries here. We've got Gemini, Pisces, and Aquarius. And then for me, the world is Aquarius. It's Saturn energy. So yeah, I like it so far. So I feel like there's something like the outcome I feel like is the Sun and the Four of Wands. It's like revealing to me that whatever happens from here on out, like it's only going to go up from here. It's only going to become better from here. You have the World as your first card. First card is the strongest in my opinion, along with whatever is in the heart of the reading in the middle, which is the King of Pentacles. These are both the end cards. So the World ends the major arcana, and then the King of Pentacles is at the end of the minor arcana. So for me, you are either really, really close, or you're at the very end and you're about to go over that cycle as if it never really even happened. I mean, to you, it might have been something that you really need to take some steps back and really hone in and look at, which was definitely some of the retrogrades we've been experiencing. So I can't say I'm fully surprised, Also, just planetarily, like there's a lot of people that are waking up from their lovely slumber of unawareness. You have the look at the bigger picture card, full moon in Sagittarius. This for me is giving like a larger perspective. Maybe you needed to, take a few steps back in order to take, way more steps forward because you need to see things in a different perspective. You have 3 majors here out of 7 tarot cards. Like, I feel as though there's supportive energy from the universe for sure, guiding you in a direction that feels better. It's almost giving like 6 of Swords type of energy, like picking you up and leading you somewhere much calmer, much more peaceful, away from the crazy chaos. Also, I want to point out you have Page, Knight, King, and then only one numbered card, which is the 4. So 4 could be significant in some way. Maybe I just heard 4 months. Maybe like the 4th month, January, February, March. So April, which is interesting because the King of Pentacles is the April card. So Aries and Taurus season, things are going to really like move forward. And this will be like the time frame of when you you end the cycle. Because it says in this card, the end of a tough cycle approaches, meaning like it hasn't completely happened just yet. I feel like you're allowing your ideas to flow a bit more, maybe even like your passions to guide you, like your intuition. There's something about your intuition. Yeah, flow state. Flow is on the 10-10 card. It's up to you to figure out what actions to take and to trust the process. Yeah, which I know is, I feel like that's the hardest part about being a spiritual person, is like trusting in the process, that there's this big, huge plan that you know nothing about, or you know some about, but largely you don't know much about. And just being able to feel centered and calm, like no matter what happens, like you're supposed to be in the places that you are, you're supposed to make the decisions that you make. We really don't have any real control in terms of being human. We have control over our emotions, our thoughts, and our actions and things, and how it impacts others and ourselves. But in the grander scheme of things, that's not a lot. There's also something about like you deserving happiness. I almost feel like some of you have been working on maybe doing like some light shadow work, even if you don't know it's shadow work, where you're reframing things. Like affirmations are really great for reframes, right? When you have a negative thought pattern that you want to break, affirmations can be really helpful in those moments of, oh, I had that thought again. Like, let me replace it with this thought instead, and then repeating it. You have to repeat affirmations until you truly believe what you're saying. That's kind of the point. You can't just say and automatically like it has fixed your problems. That would be bypassing your healing process. Your healing process is annoying. It is frustrating. It is painful. But it's worth it. It's worth all that effort, all that work, right? If you're interested in doing shadow work, I have a online workshop coming up on the 23rd of this month. And I only have a certain amount of spots available for that. I will link it in the description box. I forgot to do that for the last reading. My bad. It is what it is. I'm doing my best over here. it feels like you're almost trying to tap into your lightheartedness and with like that flow state of like creativity. Maybe you're spending a little bit more time doing the things that you enjoy and that you love. Could be getting outside. Maybe you like hiking, like mountains where there's cliffs. There might be a cliff you enjoy sitting at and having some peace and quiet. Yeah, I'm getting cliffs from the Fool and definitely a bit of the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's something about your journey that's really important and actually like really needs to be shared. There's definitely a part of our society that damns us for sharing things openly and being vulnerable, but also like just sharing for sharing. There's a couple of creators that I follow on TikTok that are making like serious waves with this one concept. And I find it interesting because this one creator in particular that I'm talking about, she got on and she's just like, I was just sharing. We don't need to come and save me. Okay. I know where my situation is at. I know what my circumstances are. I'm not looking for sympathy or looking for you people to fix me. What I am looking for is community, which is different. Community supports and holds space for people's vulnerability, right? So if somebody just needs to talk, you listen. You don't automatically give them, you know, life advice that they may or may not need in that moment. Sometimes people just need to be listened to. And I feel like we've forgotten what that actually is and what it really means for people. I know that I've learned that through friendships, like close friendships. I've learned how to talk a little bit less and to ask, like, hey, what is it that you need right now from me? You know, how can I best support you? And or maybe I just very much ask like directly, like, well, are you looking for advice? Because I can definitely give that to you. Otherwise, I can just sit here and I can listen to you and I can acknowledge you. You know, that way it gives them the choice. I'm not sure why I'm saying this. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, spirit's like talking through me, I guess. Some of you need community, like really and truly. And rightfully so, some people out there need you as well. So that is my point. Sharing is quite important for all humans. So that is what I have for you right now. This was a general reading. I usually do specific spreads on this channel. So I have a singles love, I have a hidden enemies, I have a spiritual growth, and then I do predictions for every month. That's really the only non-timeless reading I have. Check out my Wizio down below. I would love to do a reading for you if possible. And yeah, know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.